Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Pretend Problems Podcast. I'm Kelsey Cook.
And I'm Joe List.
Oh, Joe List.
Joseph List.
Joseph List.
Some of the funniest specials.
Oh my,
He puts them out on YouTube.
Did you finally watch the new one?
I watched almost all of it.
Okay. It's so good.
He's a fantastic joke writer, really, really great writer, really great performer, both.
Yeah.
Only person, have I said it on here before?
I don't know.
Only person that has properly buried me.
Whoa, really? I've never heard this.
In showbiz,
oh, God.
When you get buried, it means the person in front of you did so well, but positively.
Uh-huh.
Right? Like I have had to earn back a crowd after someone sucked the most shit ever.
Right.
Because the crowd is like, this is fucking ridiculous. But Joe List, we were at... I don't even know what it's called, in Ohio, Toledo Funny Bone.
Okay.
And he went on stage and destroyed.
Wow.
Destroyed. And I go, well, I've had this before. But he was also so fucking likable that I went on stage after him. And by the way, there are people listening right now that are in comedy that are like, well, people came through the merch line and said, I should have been the headliner when I opened for you. That's one person. Or that's maybe a pocket full of people.
Sure.
I'm saying properly buried. You know, some people have different sensibilities and maybe liked other people more. But I'm saying Joe List, there wasn't a person in there.
Yeah.
I remember about 15 minutes into the set, I just go, what the fuck do you want from me? To the crowd.
And they're just like, we want Joe.
Better. A lady, and I'm going to say she was in her 70s.
Yeah.
So politely goes, do you think you could bring Joe back up?
Oh my God, no way.
Politely.
Oh, that's devastating.
Because then you go, you're not even being a bitch. You're not being a drunken asshole that just doesn't like my politics or whatever I'm talking about. You genuinely want to see more of the person that was before me. You're devastated that his time ended.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was crazy.
That's so funny.
It was crazy. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to be properly buried, and again, I know this sounds like, I bet you've been buried more than that. I'm saying properly buried.
Like, ain't no coming back from it.
Then he is a fantastic person to have done that. Mm-hmm. I mean, and he, now he's acting. He's directing.
Yeah, he's doing
I would go to his YouTube channel. He's got so much shit on there, but just besides comedy, he's got short films, feature films, documentaries.
Yeah, just go.
I don't know,
check
maybe
it
not
out.
feature films, but
well, whatever.
Was that one about the 4th of July?
Yeah,
feature film?
yeah.
Oh, never mind, feature film.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable talent.
Such a great joke writer.
Yeah. I'm going to throw this out there. His wife, Sarah Talamash.
Yeah.
So goddamn funny. I mean,
also so funny,
this power couple. Mm-hmm. I mean, oh my God, just everything about those two, I just want to choke out of them.
We're big fans.
Yeah, humongous fans of both.
Go support them. You know who else I'm a big fan of? Beyonce.
Let me get my middle of somewhere push button pad. Transition alert.
You know who's not a big fan of Beyonce? Most people on Facebook.
Yeah. Turns out I'm gonna say maybe you should have seen that coming after halftime show.
I know. It was a really a big learning lesson for me to be like, oh, I need to be a little more aware of where people stand on things and not be shocked when I post a picture of me from going to Beyonce's concert saying, went and saw our Lord and Savior Beyonce, that people in particular on Facebook are going to go, our Lord and Savior, she's not my Jesus. I mean, people went ballistic.
I know 3 things about Facebook. Number 1, I know that it was started by 3 college students under the guise of let's keep up with our friends, but really it was to target women and know what bar they'd be at.
Okay.
Number 2, most of the people there did not care for the halftime show.
Yep.
And number 3, most people there believe that a virgin got pregnant. So tough sell on Beyonce, our Lord and Savior. Strike 1, strike 2. Why didn't you add like, also, this was in the past. You don't know where I'm going to be in the future. Strike 3, batter's out.
Yeah. I mean, calling something your Lord and Savior is I'm not the first one. That's like a saying. That's a saying in the world.
Yeah,
but people.
Thou shalt not have false idols.
I guess not. My God. Anyway, Facebook did not care for my post about going to the Beyonce concert. Regardless, I had such a great time at the concert. It was my 5th time seeing her. I decided to fly kind of last minute to Houston, which is her hometown. One of my best friends went over from Austin and met me there, and we just
Tell me.
It's just the best. You already know.
Okay.
Okay. It's weird. I'm like touching your arm, and it's so goopy. What is it?
It's tattoo moisturizer.
Oh, it's thick.
Okay, then stop touching it.
I'm trying to wipe it off.
Well, you're not going to get it on the elbow because I wrap it around. My tattoo's all the way around my body.
Okay. You don't have a tattooed elb.
Yeah, wipe it on your pants. No tattoo right there.
Anyway, if you follow me online, you will know I posted a little bit about this already just in my stories, that there was like a massive concert malfunction during the show we went to. I had never seen anything like this. What?
I'm just trying to see it.
Oh my gosh, okay. Does that bother you?
I've never told a story straight to the camera.
Oh.
I always like pan over.
Oh.
You can do whatever you want.
It makes me feel a little insane because you already know. So just to be, I don't know.
Makes you feel insane?
Yeah.
I'm the only other person here and you're not looking at me. It makes me the most fucking insane. I'm like, well, what did I do? I'm that boring where the only other person isn't.
Shush. You can't be boring if you're not talking. I look at the camera all the time when I talk on the show.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope. Look over there. You can feel more comfortable.
I don't want to tell the story anymore. I've been interrupted so many times. And I haven't told this yet on here.
I know.
No, I'm saying I haven't.
You're asking?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Anyway, Beyonce was in a flying car looking frantically back and forth from Chad and the camera. She was in a flying car, her second to last song. Mm-hmm. She was singing 16 Carriages. An amazing song. Everybody was really excited for it. She gets not even halfway through the song. And this car, it's a fucking giant, it's like a legit car, and it is being suspended by wires way above the crowd. And it's moving along, going over everybody, and you can see as the car's moving that it's starting to tilt, and Beyonce's in it. And so it's starting to tilt and kind of like dump her toward the crowd. And if you've never seen the show before, which I hadn't, you don't really, you're kind of like, oh, maybe it's trying to make it look like the car's turning or something. But she gets into the song and suddenly just goes, stop, 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 stop. And kind of is like panicky. Like you can hear like a breathiness in her voice, like stop, stop, like exasperated. The music cuts out. It was so eerie. It's crazy to go to that big of a show where you've that show's been going on for like 2 hours at this point. You are fully sucked in. You're in another dimension. And then it's just record scratch. Silence. Beyonce has stopped the show. And it's not sometimes she used to go like, now wait. And she would like stop a song for a couple seconds for the crowd to cheer really loud. And then she would like bring the song back in or whatever. And so I think a lot of us for a second were just like, what's happening? This is so crazy. And everything had to truly come to a grinding halt while they lowered her car. And she said into the microphone, like, thank y'all for your patience. They lowered the car, got her out of there. She walked around, went back up onto the stage and kind of tried to like like improv, almost like a cappella some of the song to get into the next thing. It's so weird. You just only see Beyonce as the most, like, everything's perfect. Everything's completely rehearsed and flawless. And
like she can walk on water.
Yeah, exactly. And it was really strange to see a show of that scale have to come to a stop and have her on the fly figure out how to handle it in front of that many people.
Yeah, that would be terrible, because then you also have to get your heart rate back in. You're probably terrified.
Yeah. She almost just fell out of a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was just one song left, and so she did that song, and that was it. And it, again, incredible concert. She's such just the best performer, I think. But that was a really strange, surreal experience. I've never seen anything like that.
After you told me this, I looked it up, and the only person to not have a concert malfunction, do you know who it is?
No.
The one and only true Jesus Christ.
Your Lord and Savior.
I wonder if that was the argument on Facebook.
What?
Well, this wouldn't happen to Jesus Christ.
You know, it's funny. Even people who weren't upset about me saying our Lord and Savior, some people still just left shitty comments about that she won country. Like, I just did not fully understand how much a lot of the country has decided. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much a lot of the country are still so pissed that she won Country Album of the Year. And
to the point where...
Oh, yeah. If you didn't know, the Grammys have now made a huge change where they have split the country album category into two. And now there's traditional country album of the year and contemporary country album of the year.
Or, as we're calling it in this house,
yeah,
white and black.
Yeah. The people, as Beyonce calls it, all the same to me, plain Jane spaghetti. Too soft, no sauce, no sauce. Anyway, so good.
I can't believe that that's like the Beyonce rule. Is now that, I mean, that forever will be the Beyonce amendment, where we will have a fucking white artist win a country Grammy. It will not be one unless it's Hootie.
So dumb.
I mean, Charlie Pride, legendary Texas honky tonk.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if he's won a Grammy. I should probably look it up. But man, if he did back then, Jesus Christ.
Your Lord and Savior.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts.
It is interesting where you go, you know, in certain circles you hear like, why this country's gotten better. Mm-hmm. And then a black woman wins Country Album of the Year for the Grammys, and you go, oh boy, it was just hidden.
Yeah.
It wasn't getting better, it was hiding.
Yeah. It is interesting. I mean, I don't listen to country music. I have like an occasional Chris Stapleton song that I find that I like.
But also you listen to Beyonce and she's country music because she won the country. I'm just trying to make sure that we don't have people.
I don't listen to traditional country music, I suppose. Mm-hmm. There's a song here or there that I'll go, okay, I like this. But it's always a little too, got my dog and my gun and we're going fishing for me. It's just, that's like not always the thing that I like to listen to.
God made man, man made truck. Truck made it possible for me to pick you up.
It's like, what the fuck
How do you listen to that, not turn it down and go, suck my fucking dick? I don't understand how you listen to those lyrics and you go, this should have won. This is what should have won. And here's the thing, Morgan Wallen, not traditional country music, because when you turn it up, there is a bass component where if you don't know what it is, if you hear a car coming 3 blocks away, you go, that's rap.
Yeah.
And it isn't. It's fucking Morgan Wallen. So don't give me this shit that if he wins traditional, then I'm going to freak out too. It's not traditional. There is no fucking... That's never been... You never saw Johnny Cash going, hey, can you get the... Yeah. Can you get the bass going? I hurt myself today.
Boom.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the argument here is not tradition.
Yeah.
We know what it is, and it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's like, I tell this joke in my act, but I'm going to preview it here. Okay. I talk about this in my act, and a guy where I was up ice fishing at Ole's said she shouldn't have won the Grammy for country music. It's not her genre. And I looked at him and I just go, spell genre. There is no way you heard that because you didn't read it. Because you were like, what's a genre? What's a genre? And so there's no way. So you heard that somewhere else. I have my suspicions of where. It's Smaller Wolf. And I just don't understand. This is a big who gives a fuck moment to me. Everybody is dripping with tradition when it offends them.
Right. It's like you didn't.
There's
care
no
before.
talk of it before. There's no talk about like, well, Morgan Wallen has bass and I appreciate a traditional country music. No one used that fucking word before.
No.
It's so wild to just like they changed the Minnesota state flag and people were up in arms about it. It's like, bitch, you didn't know what it looked like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't know what it looked like.
Yeah.
Until someone told you to be offended about it.
Yeah.
It's so silly. Imagine being the kind of person that sits at home and just waits to be fed the next thing to be offended about.
I wish I had that few real problems in my life to get to be, it's like, damn.
It's like, hey, I don't have any problems. Can someone tell me what to be upset about?
Yeah.
And then to actually listen and be offended by it. Yeah. That's the thing.
The show is called Pretend Problems, and I feel like that's for sure a pretend problem.
Yeah. The Minnesota state flag had a farmer and a Native American.
Yeah.
And then people are like, well, what about the farmers? You're taking the farmers off the flag? Nah, we're taking the fact that the farmers are farming on Native American land off of the flag. Yeah. It blows my mind. It is such a who gives a shit.
Yeah.
Go to the Gaza Strip and be like, you hear about the Minnesota state flag? I bet no one has. I bet no one has.
That's a great point.
Well, it's just so fucking dumb. It drives me insane.
Yeah. We got each other fired up today.
Good.
Yeah. Anyway, I had the best time. It was great. And then we had 4th of July, which we talked about last episode. And then I went down to San Diego. I had shows down there. It was fantastic. I love that club. And I got to see my nieces. Yeah. And my oldest niece is about to turn 4. She, in the last year, has become potty trained. Mm-hmm. And she and I were playing in the backyard. And I said, hold on a second. I have to go use the potty. I think I said go use the potty or use the bathroom, whatever. Just trying to like speak her language.
Oh, sure. Okay, first.
And she completely earnestly goes, do you have to go poop or pee? And it caught me so off guard and made me so shy. I couldn't believe it. I talk on, if you've come to my current hour, I have a story about pooping on planes. And I've like talked before. I'm very comfortable talking about poop with complete strangers, okay? I'm a big everybody poops person. I don't think there should be shame around it. I've talked about having IBS. To me, it's like, whatever, let's talk about it. My 4-year-old niece asked me if I'm going to go poop or pee, and I got so flustered. I was in, because I did kind of have to poop. And so I was like, it felt almost like child abuse to tell, because that'd be so weird to be like, hey, hold on a second, I gotta take a dump. Like, you would never say that to a kid. Mm-hmm. And so for some reason, telling her that I had to go poop felt really inappropriate, even though she's asking me. And that's the whole point of these like children's books that are called Everybody Poops, is to destigmatize that sort of shame or whatever. And I think of all people in my life, if I told her I'm going to go poop, she would be the most excited. She would be like, great, like I'm going to get you a sticker. Like, that's what we do in this household when you poop. And I was so shy and embarrassed about it. And I just thought, I was like, I can't believe this is how I'm feeling when I talk about poop with strangers all the time. I don't know.
It is an interesting reaction.
Yeah. Poop or pee.
At that point, if you never want to hear her ask that question again, you just shit in your hand and be like, look.
What do you think?
I was going to use the bathroom, but since you asked, decided to do it out here. Yeah, I could see that, though, because you're a role model. You know, potential role model. And even though it is just weird because you don't expect that the follow-up question.
You don't expect a follow-up question. Yeah.
But I am going to start saying that to everybody, adults included. Like on a plane, if they're like, excuse me, I have to use the restroom. Poop or pee? Just want to know how long I have to stretch.
It is funny. It's so, we don't think twice about saying, oh, hey, I have to go to the bathroom. But there's such a thin veil between that and like saying what you are actually specifically planning on doing in there.
Yeah.
It's just a very, very thin line.
Yeah. It's, I saw a movie once where they were charging for toilet paper at a keg party. Mm-hmm. And it was like, there was a bouncer at the bathroom door and it was like, stand or sit. And they'd be like, sit? And he'd wrap a couple squares of toilet paper around his hand and go, $5.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's pretty great. That. But then also you look at that little 2 squares and you go, I'm going to have to get creative.
Yeah.
In there. Also, let me tell you this. Your niece, there are 2 options to ask that question. Poop or pee or poop. And I got to tell you, I would have thought pee or poop. But now that I said poop or pee, that's way more aesthetically pleasing.
Poop or pee.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah, because it's the end of the pee on poop going into
poop
or pee.
And it softens it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did you ever have any moments like that with your kids when they were growing up and getting potty trained and stuff like that?
No, not really. I mean, they were happy to tell me what they had to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
so does that mean?
I haven't grown up announcing what I'm doing.
No, I know, but they never asked you.
I don't know. It's been so long.
Yeah. 40 years.
They ask me now.
We ask each other now sometimes just for fun, just a joke. There's something about a little kid doing it that feels like, oh my God, should you know? Should I tell you this feels wrong?
Yeah, it's like, hey, sweetie, this is how you never have to ask that question again. Watch the speed of the strides and the length of the strides.
And the leg position.
And you will know.
Mm-hmm. There's a butt cheek clench.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show
her Wizard of Oz. Be like, see how the Tin Man is walking? He has to poop.
We've been watching some stuff lately. We watched Back to the Future, which I had never seen. Yep. Check it off the list. It's so good.
I'm going to tell you something, though. At the beginning, you said, does this get better?
Yeah. It had a very slow start.
Because that's how movies used to be. It wasn't a fucking city blowing up CGI because the superheroes had to get to the bottom of it right away. It was a setup, a beautiful setup, which, by the way, also takes place in Grumpy Old Men. Yeah. One of the greatest movies in the world, and you fucking didn't finish it. You were 20 minutes in, you're like, I can't do it. It's so good, but you have to build the basement of a house before you can build the top floor.
I'm sorry I didn't give Grumpy Old Men a full all the way through
It's
chance.
so goddamn good. It's so good.
God, it was so slow. It was just old, grumpy old men like shoveling snow. I was like, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. There's nothing happening for like an hour.
Because not an hour. You watch it for 20 minutes.
I know. I watched a lot.
For sure not an hour. It's an hour and a half movie. There's no way we watched an hour because it gets. They're just setting everything up. They're hiding the eggs. And then everything is revealed. It's like
the eggs have gone rotten. They've been hidden for a long time.
It is like Back to the Future. Mm-hmm. You didn't like it right away, and then you gave it time, and you go, "Oh, well." Without the first half of Back to the Future, none of the movie makes sense. None of it's good.
It's true. It's true.
You were just raised in a time where they go, "We're going to make this." Hey, three handsome guys. Can you put this suit on and smile at 10 different angles? And then we'll just plug you into the computer program. It sucks. So, yeah, I thought...
Is that an Ocean's 11 reference?
No, just any superhero movie.
I was like, what's this talking about?
Three handsome guys. There's like 14 handsome guys in Ocean's 11. Well, probably 11 handsome guys, now that I think about it.
What's the old actor? What's his name?
His name is Carl Reiner.
Carl Reiner. Handsome man.
Yeah. Well,
probably back in the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Back to the Future was so good. Way more suggestions of incest than I would have thought. I was like, whoa, that's kind of coming on heavy.
Yep.
Creeping me out a little bit.
Yeah, when he goes back and you hear the story about how his mom and dad met.
Yeah. Spoiler alert for a movie from 1985.
Which, by the way, that was the point where you were like, this is pretty slow. And it's like, well, you need to know this. Or when he fucking pushes his dad out of the way and his mom tries to fuck him, you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
You're not going to understand that key moment changes the trajectory of his life.
Yeah.
And so... but then you came around and started enjoying it. And I think I probably was like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is bad. And then because several times before it actually got good, you'd look up and go, this is so amazing.
I wasn't trying to like redeem myself. I was just genuinely like, oh, wow, it got so good. Like I was really enjoying it.
It does get good. Same with Grumpy Old Men. But we still have so many movies to watch.
We have so many movies to watch. And we did also, you mentioned it on Middle of Summer. We watched My Mom. What's it called? Do you remember?
No.
The one about the woman from Law and Order.
Oh, yeah. It was
My Mom Jane?
My Mother Jane or something like that.
Yeah. I can't remember what streamer that's on. It's so good. If
I
you're
think
looking
it's on Netflix, yeah.
Okay, if you're looking for a crazy good documentary to watch, my Mom Jane, My Mother Jane, whatever, check it out. It's crazy. Crazy plot twist, craziness.
Yep. Olivia Benson from SVU. Chung, 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 chung.
We tried to watch one of those episodes, and I was not a fan.
Yeah, it was, I mean, I should have known that. Highly sensitive person. Woman gets taken.
Child gets taken and buried alive.
Child gets taken.
I was like, this is what this show is? This is so fucked up.
Well, that's what life is.
I know, and I can't handle it.
Well, it is a very dark corner of life, a very small percentage of life, but I think that does happen. But then I was like, well, why don't you watch till the end, Phoebe? Remember the Friends episode where Phoebe walks in, they're watching Old Yeller and everybody's crying. And Phoebe goes, why are you guys crying? This movie's awesome. And they're like, what? She goes, yeah. And she goes, wait, I don't remember this scene. And she goes, it ends when the dog saves the family. And that's when my mom would shut it off and say it was done. And they're like, no, dummy. And then she has to go back and watch all these other movies.
Oh, was she raised by my mom?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Phoebe was my sister. Mm-hmm. We're going to do trivia.
Trivia.
And then we'll get into questions.
Trivia. I bet all of your questions are hard. I said I'm being serious, so I don't say the other thing.
How about you just don't say anything? How about you just be a good sport and be normal?
This reality show, hosted by Anderson Cooper, gave contestants challenges, but someone on the team was out to sabotage them.
Oh, was this like a fashion show? Anderson Cooper. I don't know.
Also, Cy Amundsen's new nickname, my co-host on Middle of Somewhere, The Mole.
The Mole. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. What 1981 movie launched an adventure series about Indiana Jones, the archaeologist who fought Nazis and saved precious artifacts?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I fucking knew it. I think I always say that shit. Every time I talk about this, I think I say that shit.
We're both 0 for 1.
In the 90s, an email might state it had to be forwarded to 50 friends or some catastrophe would occur. What was the generic name?
Chain email.
That is correct.
I have a joke about that right now. What iconic spokesperson was known for crashing through any barriers when called by little kids to provide them a sugary drink?
Kool-Aid Man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this, and this is going to sound absolutely insane and fake. But for some reason, before we started the show, I had the thought, like, maybe I'll introduce myself as Kool-Aid Man.
Whoa, weird.
So weird.
That's really weird.
I'm kind of looking around to see if there's a Kool-Aid Man over there. There is not. That's very strange.
That's really weird, yeah.
Name the legendary female rapper, writer, producer, and Grammy winner whose debut album was Supa Dupa Fly.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
What group's Rapper's Delight was the first hip-hop song to break in the top 40?
Hill Gang.
That's right. Nice job.
In 1993, this pop star was accused of child molestation.
Michael Jackson.
That is correct.
Funny. The mole and molestation.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said it that way.
Oh. Where did Israeli commandos make a daring and successful raid to free hostages taken by Palestinian terrorists being held in Uganda? Good grief.
I mean, doesn't it seem like the answer should be Uganda, since that's where they were being held? I don't get it. I don't know.
Entebbe.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
I know.
This is fucking insane.
Hard.
The one pop star accused of child molestation.
I know.
And then
that was really funny. Those two questions in that category.
What is mudblood?
A Harry Potter term for
I need to know what it is.
Impure blood, non-magical blood. You come from parents that are non-magical.
I would have accepted it. Yes, that is correct. It is a witch or wizard with parents that aren't magic.
Yeah, I just keep going. A person who they weren't born with a wand.
If you think that she was going to stop talking before she got that, you're crazy.
I'm still mad that I couldn't think of Ravenclaw.
That's all right. You got him.
Yeah. What was being advertised with the phrase, "Hey, good looking, we'll be back to pick you up later"?
Hey, good looking, we'll be back to pick you up later?
Yeah.
That doesn't even rhyme. How fucking old are these questions?
I told you we can do the millennial deck for you.
No.
Why
I'm
not?
not really good at them because I just don't know this one and it makes me mad. I knew Kool-Aid Man. Hey, good looking, we'll be back to pick you up later. I don't know.
Mr. Microphone.
I mean, you could have given me 1,000 guesses and I wouldn't have said Mr. or microphone.
I don't get why you don't want to just do millennial.
That's fucking crazy.
Don't you think it'd be more?
I also don't know a lot of yours. I think I'm just dumb is the problem. I think I was born at a time where stupidity reigned.
Shut up.
It's true. I was out riding my bike, not learning.
Whatever, Mensa.
I'm going to be at the American Place Casino in Waukegan, Illinois, August 2nd. And I would love for you to come. There's just one show. It's going to be fantastic. And then I'm going to be September 12th and 13th in Austin, Texas. And then I'm going to be 2 weekends after that, I will be in San Diego as well. As where you just were. That's it.
Okay, great. Where can people get tickets?
ChadDaniels.com.
Fantastic. I'm going to be in Greenville, South Carolina, August 8th. Did you hear with no T? And 9th. And then in September, I am in Lexington, Fargo, the Washington State Fair opening for Joel McHale.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So excited. Denver. And then I shoot my special October 4th here in the Twin Cities. And then these are not in order, but these are some of the cities in the fall. I'm maybe skipping some. Or not skipping, but like forgetting to say. Chicago, Cleveland, Seattle, San Francisco, Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh. Oh, I think I'm missing one maybe. Salt Lake City, if I didn't say that already. KelseyCook.com for tickets. And I just have to say a cool little moment. My newest special, Mark Your Territory, just hit 1 million views on YouTube. And it happened within the same week that my first special, The Hustler, hit 4 million views on YouTube. So if you haven't watched my specials, go watch. Because I wanted to just keep going, obviously. But
Dude, go watch it. I'm going to throw some more out here.
Okay, great.
September 30th and October 1st, I'll be in Chicago. That's downtown. That's proper this time because I've always been out in the suburbs the last couple of years. October 2nd to the 4th, I'll be in Madison, Wisconsin at Comedy on State. October 24th and 25th, Bloomington, Indiana at the Comedy Attic. November 7th and 8th, Raleigh, North Carolina. November 13th, Timonium, Maryland at Magoobies. November 14th and 15th, the Washington, D.C. Improv. November 20th, I'll be at the South Comedy Works. November 21st and 22nd, I'll be at the Downtown Comedy Works. December 5th and 6th, I'll be at Salt Lake City Wise Guys. Potential announcement involving those dates. And December 12th and 13th, I will be at the Philadelphia Helium Club.
Amazing. Guys, if you want to write into the show, it's pretendproblemspodcast@gmail.com. If you want bonus episodes, they are at patreon.com/pretendproblems. We just put out a mini bonus episode last week, and I don't want to toot our own horn, but it was one of my favorite mini ones that we've put out. It was like just over 30 minutes. We just felt loose and fun.
Loosey-goosey.
It was great. I just really liked it, so
yeah,
go listen if you want.
Me too.
Okay. This one is titled Anxious Wife. They say, "Hi, Chad and Kelsey."
Leave her.
Oh my lord.
That's my advice.
Oh my lord.
Run.
Stop it. My wife can deal with some pretty heavy anxiety at times, to the point that at one time recently, she was worried about me getting drafted into the eventual World War III that seems to be coming with our current administration. I'm a slightly overweight 35-year-old asthmatic, so I think I'm safe. In the grand scheme of things, it's not serious stuff that she tends to worry/get worked up about. I know that's easy for me to say because I don't feel what she is feeling. And she tends to kind of let it build up before she mentions it and talks to me about it/has a mini breakdown. She used to be on anxiety meds when we first started dating 7 years ago, but she doesn't want to go back to them because she doesn't like how they make her feel, which I 100% understand. I've mentioned to her before about talking to someone about it, but she doesn't think we can afford it. And that is 100% the biggest source of her anxiety, money. We make good money though. We just bought our forever home in Hastings. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, nice.
And she is constantly worrying/wondering about what is going to break or what we will have to fix. We bought a nice house that just needs some cosmetic updates from the 80-year-olds that built it and lived in it without updating it for 40 years. We save about $1,000 a month, put money away every month for retirement, and put money in a savings account every month for our 2-year-old daughter. I understand you need to... I know, man. It's like you've really got your shit.
Just a shout out to my kids. Sorry.
Oh my God. I understand you need to save up for things when you have a house, but she doesn't want to hire anyone for anything, wants to do everything ourselves to save money, and wants to do it all very slowly. Now, I'll do things or learn and figure out how to do things around the house because I'm never going to spend big amounts of our money against her wishes like that. But sometimes I just really don't want to or don't have the energy due to full-time work and parenting a 2-year-old. And hiring someone would be easier and a lot quicker. This isn't having any negative effect on our relationship at all. I just want to help find a way to take that weight off her that she's always feeling. And I guess maybe selfishly get some of the house updated. So was wondering if you have any thoughts / podcast recommendations / reading recommendations that might help her let some of this anxiety go. Hope to be able to catch a show next time either of you are performing in the cities. If we can find a babysitter, no name, please. Thanks. Yes. Well, Hastings is Minnesota, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So come to my special taping, please. I'm sorry this is happening. This is a tough thing where it's like, this is her stuff. And you are only going to be able to do so much. And it's hard if money is the source of her anxiety because therapy costs money. Mm-hmm. And, but I feel like whatever is going on with her is rooted in stuff from her, her upbringing, her parents, whatever. People's relationship with money is such a specific thing, and there's usually a lot of emotion tied to it and can get really, really funky depending on how your parents each thought about money and how they taught you about money. So I don't know if she comes from a place of a lot of lack, like grew up without money or grew up with a lot of fear around money. But gosh, I wish she would talk to somebody about it.
Yeah, talking to someone is probably going to be key. Can you start a little nest egg for that? Maybe.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Put some money away a couple months and then do that. I would say, my first thought is to dress up in a military costume and be like, "Fuck, you were right." Come home and just be like, "God, they got me. I'm drafted."
Oh my God.
I think that would be hilarious. But if it's serious, you gotta, I'll tell you, reading recommendations, the news, that would definitely let her know that there's bigger shit than new carpet going on. But I do know that people's problems are people's problems are people's problems are people's problems.
Yeah.
I just think doing the stuff yourself, it's fulfilling, but sometimes it does really suck. Mm-hmm. You have to go to the dump. You probably get a nail in your tire every time for me. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'd rather just go, hey, what's this going to cost to have someone do this while I'm just sitting watching them? I don't even give a fuck. Like I have all the tools to do stuff, and sometimes I still don't like it.
Well, it's also not totally fair on you if you're the one who's being expected to fix the things around the house, but she's not willing to. It kind of becomes. It's of course still partly her decision, but it's also partly yours, especially if you are the one who doesn't want to do that. I think that's kind of a tough spot for her to be like, yeah, no, we're not going to spend it, but you have to do it.
Yeah.
And maybe she helps with fixing it. I don't know.
Is there a way that you can go, hey, I'll take on these 2 projects. Here's how much it would cost for us to hire people. Let's take half of that and have you talk to somebody about this anxiety.
Yeah.
And also different medications. You hear so many stories about people that find the medication that works, and they have tried for sure more than one. Mm-hmm. And so I don't think anybody gets it right on the first crack.
Yeah.
So maybe you can pull up some reading about that like just some people's stories, some people's testimonials about, it took 2 or 3 times or 10 times to find the right medication, but now I feel amazing.
Right. Yeah, I talk about that in my act with depression medication, but like in a bad way where I'm like, I can't believe that it takes people so long to find it. But maybe the most popular book ever written about money, or at least one of the top 5, is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I know that book has helped a lot of people. I started it and didn't finish it, but I do know that has like really changed a lot of people's lives. there's also a book called You're a Badass with Money, I believe. I think it's by Jen Sincero. That's another great one. And just my personal stuff, I grew up coming from parents who were not making very much money. And they handled that very, very differently. My dad and stepmom were very, very frugal. I remember my stepmom like constantly cutting out coupons and like, having like a bunch of them when we went to the grocery store, and like a lot of planning, a lot of budgeting just for meals, just, you know what I mean? It was like low income. And then my mom, single mom, high school teacher, not making much money, but didn't want my brother and I to feel like we were poor. And so she would put things on credit cards to try to like she wanted us to be able to wear, like if our friends had a sweatshirt from the Gap and we wanted it, she wanted us to be able to like have a sweatshirt from the Gap so that we didn't feel like get teased or whatever, which is, obviously like she has such a big heart and that's so sweet. But my brother and I also watched my mom get into all kinds of debt and like really live in that mindset of by the end of the month, everything was so scary. The spending, and then the first of the month when she would get a paycheck, I was like, woo, let's like go out to eat, let's whatever. And so it was just not a lot of stability. And, I've watched bankruptcy happen and watched just things that you like. I've spent a lot of time sitting in like money tree lending offices with my mom growing up. And so my brother and I both, I think, had a lot of scarcity mindset with money when we became young adults and we were afraid to be in that position again. And so something that helped me, which is like my woo-woo shit that you always make fun of me for, but I wrote out some money mantras that sounded really cheesy and really like, oh my God, this is so dumb. But I wrote them out and I framed them and I just put them on my nightstand. And it's like, if you see that shit all the time, it can start to chip away at these very, very long-held beliefs of what your relationship with money is and what kind of money you deserve. Like when we bought, sorry, I'm talking so much.
No, please.
Okay.
I was just going to say one thing about that. So this money mantras, they weren't always on the table by the bed, nightstand. They were put into a towel closet at one point when you moved to Minneapolis the first time. And I opened the towel closet to grab something and I saw it. And I thought, what the fuck have I done? Who have I invited into these Hallett Hall? Oh, never mind.
It's okay.
But it scared the shit out of me because it seemed
I fit it
like
in the
something.
prosperity area of our house from feng shui.
Fucking fuck. It seems like you would say some of that shit over a witch's brew with like a toad eye. It's like we add the toad eye, and money will follow you wherever you go.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, before I really leaned into that stuff, I was so, I wasn't good with money. I was not making any and didn't really believe I deserved to make money because I just had never seen that in my life. And so when we bought this house, I thought I had done a lot of work on money mindset stuff. But that all kind of came back to me before we bought this house. And I had these thoughts of like, who the fuck do you think you are that you not only deserve to buy a house, but deserve to buy this like amazing house? This is like, what are you thinking? This is, I don't know. It just all kind of came up for me and I had to move through it and be like, no, this is.
Just think how devastating those thoughts would have been if you had to deal with the lender or any of the other stuff.
Oh my God.
Could you even imagine?
Oh my God.
You would have died.
Yeah.
You would have absolutely died. Now, my parents, my mom, very frugal, retired, still works 2 jobs. She sells pull tabs and works at bingo. And some of that is for social, and some of it, I love it because she's out with people.
Yeah.
But she's always been so, if you ask my mom, what is your best trait? She will say saving money. Now, I don't believe that's her best trait. I think she's very good at that.
Yeah.
But that's like a shitty best trait. Right?
But it's not easy to do.
I know, but it makes her seem so robotic. And she isn't.
Yeah,
she's like fun. She's got so many more better traits.
Yeah.
But she is very good at saving money.
Yeah.
And my dad left her in bankruptcy. My mom paid off debts she didn't have to pay off. It's just like, I don't know. She's legendary. And my dad would live loose and fast with money. And you would see what happened. You know, it's like, yeah, man, you get your money, you spend it on whatever you want. You don't answer the phone because those are the people you owe money. Then when that gets too intense, you do drugs and you move away and you get hit by a car and an old lady can't nurse you back to health and you die. And then you don't have to worry about those calls.
Oh my God.
And so you saw what you saw, and you are financially responsible. I think you lean towards your dad and stepmom when it comes to that stuff. And I saw both of those things, but what I saw with my mom was constant worry. And at one point with the bankruptcy, she lost so much weight and she was just like all this shit. And I go, well, I don't, if that's what fucking having money is, I don't want that. And so I am fairly loose and fast with money. I took after more of my dad's stuff, which is crazy because I saw the end of that. I saw the burnout of that. And I'm still like, yeah, I don't know. Fuck it, let's go. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, it is interesting what you see growing up and how that affects you, and then how you end up taking both of those angles and going, where am I going to lean? Where do I land?
Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder if you have even, like, have you ever asked your wife what her upbringing was with money, and like what each of her parents were like with money, what the messaging was told to her? And maybe I think there's nothing wrong with having a conversation like that just to understand her more, and maybe she can understand herself better. But I do think, you know, therapy would be helpful, I would imagine, if that can happen. But yeah, thank you for writing in. Check out those books. I know Mel Robbins has a podcast too, where I believe she talks about money and stuff too.
And then if she's not willing to do it, she's not willing to help herself, then you got to go Handmaid's Tale. Then you got to take all the finances for yourself, and you got to.
Okay, we've talked a lot. We're gonna do one more.
Okay.
And then we're gonna record our Patreon questions episode. So we're going to cover
all
a bunch
questions.
of all questions. So again, if you have written in and you haven't heard your question or email read yet, good chance it might be happening over there. Okay. I am going to condense this, which this listener said to do, because there are like lots of different things, but I want to go over the thing that I think is most interesting. They say, serious question though. I am considering quitting drinking alcohol. Do you have tips or strategies for stopping? And please don't just say, in Chad style, just stop or don't drink. I know.
What's so fucking hard about that?
I know, though he doesn't look it, Chad thinks deeply about things and has purpose in his steps. I would really appreciate.
Hey, stop pulling the curtain back. Some people don't realize what's happening over here.
I would really appreciate any suggestions. Would love your new friend and listener, Leah. Leah, thank you, very much for, I know you wrote in a bunch of different things, but I wanted to kind of zero in on that one because I thought that we could give the most advice on that. So, I know that they say in AA, it's like whatever, one day at a time. And I do feel that is, even though Chad and I are not in AA, that is something that initially helped me. it was a little freaky to think, oh God, am I really never going to drink again? Because when you stop, it's like, well, you just had a drink a week ago. And then to think, oh, really? Am I really going to do this forever? Am I really going to stop forever? That's kind of terrifying. And that gets people right off the horse. So
Right.
I think if you just can try to be like, today or even this hour or this minute, whatever you want to do, I'm choosing not to drink. And then also thinking about all of the good parts of that. Like, how do you feel right now because you're not drinking? Or even for me more, it's like, how do you feel right now that you're not hungover? And if you stop and kind of like take stock of that, that is really helpful for me.
Yeah. Just to drive that point home, I love exercising. Mm-hmm. I hate starting to exercise. So what I have done is I will tell myself, I'm going to go jump rope for 3 minutes and then I'm going to stretch. And if I'm not into it then I'll just come back upstairs. Mm-hmm. But I am always into it.
Yeah.
By that point, I am always. So instead of looking at it as, oh God, I have to fucking sweat for an hour and 20 minutes. It's like, I'm going to 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. You can do anything for 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. So yes, if you look at it in smaller increments, that will help. For me, of course, not being hungover and all that stuff was great. But this is getting like a little deep, but I didn't like parts of myself when I drank. I like myself fully when I do not drink. I know that I give myself a lot of shit for a lot of things, but I do like myself fully. And so, but when I drank, I think I was drinking to drop the inhibitions and stuff like that, but I don't need to do that. I also, a long time ago, in February of 2017, stopped lying. And maybe I have said something that wasn't right, but it's because I didn't have all the information. I wasn't trying to lie at the time. Right. And so that has also helped because that is part of dropping your inhibitions, right? Like, I'm not lying. I'm telling people the truth. I'm being the full version of myself. Right. I don't need to booze.
Yeah.
And just all of the shit that goes on with it, it is not good for you. I mean, if you drink, great. For me, this personal choice was about when you take your first drink of alcohol, all your bodily systems shut down because their number one goal is to get the poison out of the body. So then you're drinking for 8 hours and then you're sleeping and the booze is still in there. And so all your other shit isn't happening. And so for me, I just like, it's not worth it. For me, it became a lot of things in my life come down to this. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And with alcohol, the answer was no.
Yeah.
And so I'm out.
Yeah. And it's so hard. I feel like I say this a lot now that I stopped drinking. I never want to sound like I'm vilifying anybody who still drinks. Correct. Because again, I get it. Drinking can be so fun. But I just think everybody's why of why they stop drinking is a little different. And that is what is helpful to get really clear on. Like, truly, why are you stopping? And just being aware of that every day. And if you're feeling better by not, to like celebrate that. And because it is easy to just let time go by. Like, we just hit 15 months of not drinking. And I don't really think about it, about that we don't drink, because now it's just been so long. But sometimes it is important to stop and go, yeah, you know what? Like, that was kind of hard to do. Like, there are lots of situations where it seems easy to just like, oh yeah, I'll just have a drink. So everybody's having a drink. And we've chosen not to. And I don't know. It's like, I'm proud of us for that.
Yeah. And one more why quickly is I started getting older and my goal, I set a goal for myself. Don't waste time. Don't waste any more time. Right. And so if you put how many days you have left, whatever that number is, and you go, I'm going to put an X on these days because I'm going to need until 2:00 to actually start my day, you would fucking never do that. You would never volunteer to give up that much time on all of those days to feel good. And so for me, it was also about wasting time and just like, I have no interest I still lay on the couch, but I have no interest to lay there because I can't get up.
Yeah. Yeah, we joke about that when you get sick now, like you get the flu, how fucking horrible that feels. And it feels so out of your control. And you're like, God damn it, I have to cancel these plans. And if you give yourself a really bad hangover, it's like you gave yourself the flu, like the flu symptoms, whatever. And it's, anyway, again, if you listen and you drink and you're going to drink the rest of your life, fuck yeah, who cares? Like, that's your life.
Yeah,
you do you.
These are personal choices for us.
Yeah, we do not care. It's just, for us, it just wasn't the thing anymore.
But also, sorry you're so fucking weak.
Shut up.
15 months.
You're so...
I know.
God. Okay, guys, we are going to record the bonus Patrons question episode now. So hop over to Patreon if you want more. Bye.